What's up everyone? Welcome to today's video and welcome back to the channel. I know it has been a while since I posted something on this channel and I do apologize. Life just gets in the way. And as much as I would love to be a full-time content creator, that sounds like really exhausting at the moment and we're not going to do that. So instead you get this video. So today, Thursday, April the 10th, is the official first day of the Masters. Now, yesterday on Wednesday was the practice rounds and the par 3 tournament where families are involved. Then there were practice rounds on Tuesday. Monday practice rounds were canceled due to the weather. And if you don't know what the Masters is a large golf tournament in Augusta, Georgia. Now, I don't play golf. I will be very upfront about that. The closest I get to golf is playing putt-putt with a putter. The one time I have played on a regular golf course, I used a putter. And I beat Sam with all his fancy dancy clubs, just FYI. But one of the things that the Masters is known for is their menu that has their egg salad sandwich is like $1.50. And during COVID and since, they have what they are calling the Taste of the Masters boxes that you can buy. One of them was the Azalea cocktail, and I could not get my hands on it. These go really fast. However, I did some Google searching and I found a recipe, and we're going to make it together and we're going to make it Weight Watchers friendly. So let's get started. Let's make a cocktail and enjoy some golf. So you'll need some ice, and I went by Sonic and got some ice because we all know Sonic ice is superior. You need 1.2 ounces of vodka. I have some vodka right here. You need 5 ounces of lemonade, and I have the Minute Maid Zero Sugar Lemonade to cut on some calories. You need grenadine, which I have some grenadine right here. You need some maraschino cherries. Again, got my little jar. And you need a lemon wedge. Now, I have seen different recipes that call for lemon wedge or an orange wedge. I happen to have an orange that was getting a little soft, so they're going to be what we use for this recipe. So let's get started and let's make us a cocktail. Hey y'all, I just want to jump in here real quick and say that the recipe we are using is from golf.com. So back to the recipe. All right, so here we are. So we're going to start with a jar. I am using this for a shaker, just a mason jar. And we're going to zero that out. Can add some of our ice, not all of it. Okay, now we're going to zero that out again. We're going to start with our vodka. This says 50 milliliters, so I've got my scale set to ounces, and let's pour in number 1. Woo! That was a little over. Okay, well, this is going to have a little bit more vodka in it than I needed. That's okay. So I can put this bottle away for another time. Okay, so we're going to zero that out. We're going to shake up our lemonade. And we're going to pour in I'm over like a little bit on everything today. My pores are not pouring today, y'all. There we go. 6 ounces. Okay. So, maybe I'll get the grenadine. So, we're going to attempt for 0.25 ounce of grenadine. Okay. 0.5 ounce of grenadine it is. Okay. So, we're going to put our lid on, and now we're going to shake. So here I am in the Weight Watchers app, and as you can see, the way that I made it and showed you and weighed out is 6 points. So obviously, if you did a little bit less of the grenadine and a little bit less of the vodka, it would create a lower point cocktail, but 6 points is really not that bad. So here we go. So 6 ounces of Minute Maid sugar lemonade, 6 ounces, half an ounce of, which the lemonade was 0. The grenadine, half an ounce, is 2 points. The bottle of Smirnoff vodka with 50 milliliters is 4. An orange slice is 1, and 1 maraschino cherry is 0. Okay, so here we have our pretty little cocktail. Isn't it such a pretty color with that grenadine in there? And 6 points is not super bad for a cocktail. I've seen more points for a cocktail, and I've seen less. So I would take 6 points for a cocktail. Now, I do not have a glass that says the Masters, and I will tell you, quite honestly, I'm very sad about this. But I did find this pretty green cup from Walmart for 50 cents. So I'm going to take my ice, pour it in my cup, my cocktail, and in my glass. Now, we're going to make this pretty. I have an orange slice. I'm going to put that on my glass right there. I have some maraschino cherries. 1 maraschino cherry is 0 points. If you want more than 1, definitely check the app and see how many that leads to. So I have, you can see the cherry right there. I have my orange wedge. And again, some recipes say lemon wedge, some say orange. Like I said, this is a little soft, so we're using her up today. And some people will put them on a little skewer. Some people use them a different glass. Obviously, do what you have, but I wanted a pretty green glass to celebrate the Masters. I'm going to set my orange to the side. Okay. This would be dangerous. You get a little bit of vodka. You get a lot of lemonade. Honestly, I think I'd want a little bit more lemonade flavoring in it, personally. I think it needs a little bit more lemonade, actually. Just a little bit. I don't have a fancy master stir stick to stir it either. That's much better. I would probably say, if I were to make this again, which I probably will, I would probably say 8 ounces of the lemonade as opposed even to the 6 that we did, because I want it to have a little bit more of a lemonade flavor. Now, obviously, you could make this a mocktail by eliminating the vodka, which would bring the recipe down to 2 points as we made it today, with just the lemonade and the grenadine, and then your garnish of orange or lemon wheel and a maraschino cherry. So let me know in the comments, are you a golfer? I know that golfing is great exercise because literally you're walking around a golf course. A lot of places have free driving ranges that you can go to, and you can typically find golf clubs fairly inexpensively. I know our local thrift store has golf clubs for like $1 a piece. So if golfing is something that you're into, let me know your tips and tricks. So that's it for today's video. Let me know if you are watching the Masters. Cheers and good luck to all the golfers.